This is the Hollywood movie stuff.
No.
You don't reckon? Okay, that's okay. Roll up the window.
Forget Ron Burgundy or Ricky Bobby. This is Will Ferrell simply as a friend.
He wrote a bunch of sketches for me and eventually became the head writer of SNL.
In this documentary, the American actor reconnects with his longtime companion from Saturday Night Live, the writer Harper Steele, who has some news.
Hey, Will, something I need you to know. I'll be transitioning to live as a woman.
And so Ferrell proposes a road trip across America so that he can speak honestly with his friend about her journey.
Definitely from my perspective, here's the first person I knew who was trans, and all the questions that were in my mind, not wanting to make a mistake, wanting to honor her in the right way and learn the vernacular, learn what had changed, what had not changed, if anything.
But for Harper Steele, she had to think about whether she was ready.
I love this country so much, I just don't know if it loves me back right now. Would I want to be on camera, which I don't particularly like? The things that sort of pulled me in the direction of a yes was, it's my friend, Will, he makes things comfortable for me. Looking at all the anti-trans legislation happening in the US at the time, and I did think there would be something useful to do with it.
But you know we're on camera right now, right?
What the? Are you kidding me? They have to tell me this stuff. This is...
And Josh, you know, this is 17 days of traveling, 250 hours of footage. How did you approach what to include, what not to include?
For me, the most important thing was finding the balance tonally that I think reciprocated and honored the relationship that these two incredible people have, which is rooted in comedy.
Here's a question. Do you think you're a worse driver as a female driver?
The pair are surprised by the warm reception they receive in a bar in Oklahoma. But at a steakhouse in Texas, even Ferrell, dressed as Sherlock Holmes, cannot diffuse a tense situation, with people staring and posting anti-trans hate online. Is there anything you regret about that scene, or was it important in some ways to see that hostility?
The next day, I felt like I put my friend in a strange situation. But you know, in hindsight, yeah, it was emotional, it was disturbing, but important to experience that for me.
While many Republican states are pushing through anti-LGBTQ legislation, the film shows a welcoming America. Is the sense that you got that the attitudes of most Americans is more positive to the transgender community than perhaps we in the media or politicians make it out to be?
100%. There are people who hate trans people. There are people who are uncomfortable with trans people or afraid of trans people. That's a fact. But I also think that the politicians and the media do sort of try to polarize us.
You can feel it. People want to see acts and engage in civility. We're just hearing so much yelling at each other. I use the example of if I knock on your door and we're neighbors and I ask you for a cup of sugar, you say, of course, sure. You don't go, what are your political beliefs?
The fact that the film is now coming out just a few months before a presidential election, was that a conscious thing when we talk about that atmosphere?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, we wanted it out there, yeah.
Yeah.
But we released it early because I'm running for president. Mm-hmm. So that's...
Is that exclusive?
Yes, it is. Yeah, you can run with that.
Yeah.
Run with that. Yeah.
Will and Harper is a road trip, but more simply, it is a conversation between friends. A fact that Ferrell hopes will appeal to a wide audience.
The movie is about what it means to be trans, for sure, but people are really responding to it as well as it's just advocacy for a friend, regardless of what they're going through.
The joy for me of watching us share this film with people, and then Will and Harper getting called on stage, usually Harper last, and getting a giant standing ovation fills me with such love and joy. And I hope that, and envy. I just hope it doesn't destroy this friendship, because Will's getting really
she kind
jealous.
of hates it all at the same time, which is what I love.
It's true. It is true.
Josh, Harper, Will, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.